Bro, his dad is a talking dick. Watch the movie.
A breath with Brefo.
Yo, back with another podcast, and today we got Anthony on my left hand, but that's your right hand over there, if you guys are watching, and Odalis on my right hand, that's your left hand if you're watching.
What it do?
What's up?
What's up?
How you guys feeling?
I ain't gonna lie, this is type weird. Talking to a camera like this, nah, bro. It's type crazy.
Bro, I've been saying this whole time. The amount of podcasts that I watch, it feels weird actually experiencing the whole setup, actually looking at a camera, talking to it, hearing yourself talk.
Isn't it crazy that like we're talking to people that are watching, but they're not here right now, and they're like, it's like basically we're talking amongst ourselves.
We're talking amongst ourselves to a camera, and not only that,
Right.
but this is just the whole scenario. Just looking at a camera and just speaking is just mad weird to me. Right now. It's just so weird.
So you got to think about it. This is what like influencers and like YouTubers. This is what they do.
That's true.
They just like put a camera there, like they talk to the camera, which is kind of a little weird if you really think about it. Now that you guys are mentioning it, and then they just upload it, and then, but once it's up, it doesn't look so weird, you know?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. All props to the YouTubers.
Big facts.
For real.
Yo, so Brefo, let me ask you a quick question then. So, how was it your first couple podcasts trying to break through that weirdness?
Yeah, weirdness, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I started the podcast without visuals.
Gotcha.
So when I did it without visuals, it was easier because you just kind of heard my voice.
Yeah.
But I was still kind of nervous because I didn't have these mics. I didn't have this whole setup. I had like a cheap mic, and every time I would breathe or something like that, you would hear it. So going back and editing everything, I had to edit every little breath that I took. Like one time I'll never forget. Yo, it's crazy. It was so weird. One time I sneezed, and I was like, damn, like the whole podcast is messed up.
Bro, well,
But I feel like in situations like that, even with like just taking a random video when you want to perfect it, you gotta go and make those tiny, small little details.
Right.
But that always makes the experience better.
It does. That's so true.
nah, but also, it's like, it's the fact that you can look back at how you were when you first started and seeing where you are now, seeing how much the production value actually grew.
Yeah.
Bro, like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Not
That's
at all,
a fact.
Not
That's
at
a
all.
fact.
The price just went up.
Yo, are you guys? I gotta ask you guys. Since you asked me, this is like my 30. This is episode 33, I believe.
All right.
But so the nerves are gone now. Are you guys nervous?
Me, low key, but that's just because I'm a nervous person.
See, it's like maybe the first couple minutes I did feel a little nervous, but it feels like I'm just chopping it up with the boys right now.
Exactly. That's how you gotta look at it. Yeah.
That's facts. Bro, I was going to say, you said 30 podcasts already?
30.
Damn.
This is gonna be 33. And then I have one that's not edited yet. So honestly, I think it's like 34 or 33.
And I've seen 32 of them.
34 is crazy, bro. You got to have a lot of patience for yourself just to sit down and talk to other people.
Yeah. Bro, I talked to so many people with different backgrounds, like different stories. And the thing is too, like I was always worried, right? Like in the beginning, like, yo, what if I find somebody that's not really like, it's like a one-worded person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ask them a question like, yep, okay. But like I noticed like one thing about myself is I always try, like, I'm good at conversation. What is it? Conversation.
It's not even that, bro. You're always good at calming somebody down. I noticed that.
Yeah.
From my outside standpoint, like when you talk to somebody, I really see you like calming it down.
Yeah.
You change the tone of your voice, like especially like you go from like high pitched to very low, mellow.
I mean, you've seen the work. I haven't showed people on, and you too. The
Yeah.
acting. I haven't posted anything on there yet, and I will at the right time. But y'all seen it. Yeah, I seen it. So enough about me and the podcast. I want to talk about y'all, man.
Oh,
You're pointing at this guy first.
at me?
Anthony goes first. I gotta know about his lifestyle right now.
Damn.
Because
I'm
with
ready
that
for
hat, you came in looking a little gangster right now.
Yeah,
Yo.
for real. Do-rag with the hat.
Yo, so I'm Dominican. Dominicans always running late. So when I stepped out the crib, I changed like my outfit 3-4 times, and I finally decided on this hat. So then, but I also had the do-rag on because I just got out the shower. So I deadass walked in. My shit was like crazy, but I fixed it. Everything's situated now.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel you on that situation. First off, I need to get in the hat game because I got no brims, bro. I only got one brim, and that shit is demolished just because of my dog.
Bro, but it's a valid brim though. It's brown.
It is nice.
What brand is it? New York? Got the New York label?
Of course.
Facts.
That's the only team I'm gonna have.
Yo, if you in Jersey or
team.
New York, you got to have one of those.
Yeah.
It's like a must-have in your closet.
Bro, see, but I hate when someone sees me wearing a Yankees hat and they're like, yo, name 5 players right now. I'm like, who?
Get
Who
out of
even
here.
are you?
Nah. People really be getting impressed by that, though.
Facts. That's
Like,
true.
That's
pressed.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
They really be asking, like, yo, who's their star player? Who's their star player?
Facts.
And they really be coming at you crazy. Nah, bro, I be seeing it with hats,
Yeah.
one, and also with
Jerseys.
jerseys.
Jerseys, too,
Jerseys
yeah.
is number
Jerseys
one,
is number one.
I don't think I ever owned a baseball jersey, though.
bro. To be honest,
I
I'm a
used to own
baseball
them.
fanatic, bro, and I've never owned one.
No?
I've only owned one that I thrifted. That's about it.
Wow.
Wow.
What about you?
So I used to own this one baseball jersey, but it was like a blank. It was like a blue jersey. That I think I got it thrifting too. Yo, I used to be very heavy on thrifting. I still am. I don't know what it is. Yo, I'm just too lazy to actually like go out, go through
yeah.
the racks,
Nah,
all that.
bro.
But
The
I know
only
you
per-
thrift a lot.
I do thrift, but when I go thrifting, bro, it's mainly with my girl. That's it. Because she be scavenging that fucking... Bro, I could curse on this, all right?
You could. Yeah, go. Do you, bro. Relax.
Bro, all these curses about to just fly out.
You
I ain't
good. You
gonna lie.
good. You good.
Bro, I just stand there and she just goes scavenging. And bro, I can't. I will lose patience so easily when I'm going to a thrift store.
Right.
There's only these handful of lucky times that I'm able to go there and find something that's mad nice.
Yeah.
I know if I look, though, I could definitely find mad
You gotta have mad patience for thrifting. Bro.
OD.
yo, OD.
OD.
No, yo, mad patience and knowing the spots too.
The spots, yeah.
Bro, because ever since TikTok came out, there's clips for that, bro. Any good thrift store is gone as soon as that's posted.
That's
Any
true.
good thrift store.
Nah, bro. There's this one thrift store that I used to go to. It's the one that you always go to. I'm not gonna say it out loud right now because I'm gatekeeping. But yo, I used to always go there. The prices were low, valid items always. I saw one TikTok, it blew up, and then out of nowhere, one week I see like a vintage like racing tee. Costs like $5. The next week, $40. I'm like, yo.
Nah, bro, yo,
Nah,
they really
that's
be
max.
taxing on
That's
that.
They be taxing out, like,
That's
yo,
OD.
you're
This-
a thrift store,
this
not a
specific-
resale store.
That's OD.
This specific thrift store, bro, right? You will go in there, and now you're seeing like things hung up on top of the
Yup.
ceilings, bro. They're taxing.
They tax
Like
you.
150 on the most beat up shirt you've ever seen in your life.
Yo, I went to one in Miami.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like a bunch of vintage WWE shirts and stuff. And they literally were opening up. But then I went there, I think my 4th trip or 5th trip to Miami. And bro, it was completely, I couldn't recognize the place, bro. They had this Selena, what's her name? The Spanish artist?
Yeah.
They pronounce it Selena.
Selena. Okay, so they had a shirt, a vintage shirt, and the back was like her tour dates, right? Guess how much it was?
I already know they're taxing.
120.
She was an amazing artist.
You're very generous for 120.
5?
Bro, it was like $700, bro.
Yeah. No. That's
Bro.
a def for me.
Dude.
Yo. You can ask both of them. I'm very frugal when it comes to clothing. $700 for a t-shirt is
Nah, it's
crazy.
bargain. Even if you're trying to resell that, like, it's going to sit for a minute
Yeah.
for you to try to resell that. That's crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I give it to the fashion community because them clothes be getting expensive,
That's a
bro.
fact.
Big facts.
And
That's a
stuff, trendy ass stuff right now, like, bro, a basic tee will cost you $80 with nothing on it.
Sounds like Uniqlo.
Nah. You see, I give it a Uniqlo though, because their quality is actually good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I like their shirts. I put it on, and I'm not like scuffling around trying to get comfortable and none of that. Like, it just feels good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nah, bro. Wait. So, let me ask both you guys a quick question. What's the most you spent on a piece of clothing?
Oh, that's
The
crazy.
most I spent on a piece
I
of
feel
clothing.
guilty now. I'm just kidding. Just go.
I'm cheap when it comes to clothing.
How about
cheap.
this? No. How about this? If you haven't really spent something crazy on something for yourself, or something like the most you spent for your girl,
The most I spent
for
is
one
probably
piece
gonna
of
be the
clothing.
most recent
Ooh.
thing I'm about to buy.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It cost me
you-
like a rack 400. Bro, that shit is expensive. I don't even want to say what it is because I'm kind of disappointed in myself for even paying that much for a piece of clothing, bro.
Oh, it's a piece of clothing? Oh,
It's just one thing,
Wait.
bro.
yo,
It's just
hold
one
up.
thing,
I'm
bro.
thinking it's like a chain or something.
yeah, I'm thinking
Nah, bro.
a piece of clothing.
Bro.
Like just one?
Yeah, just one pair.
Bro.
But
Bro, I'm looking at that price and I'm still contemplating my life right now.
but she is very big into like fashion though.
She is. I'll give her that, but that is what makes her happy, so
crazy.
that's why.
Yeah.
It has to be designer, right?
It is designed,
Yeah,
but it's
right.
some shit I never heard of in my life.
Damn.
Actually, no, I actually heard of this.
Dang. Hey, man. He loves you.
That's crazy.
A rack 400, bro.
He loves you. Not because
Just
he's
breaking my
drink-
pockets, boy.
That's a vacation right there.
It is a vacation.
You gonna make him really contemplate if
Yo.
you should
Nah, I already, bro.
get it.
Nah,
I've been saving a lot for this shit.
He's
Just
dead
so
set.
when I spend it, my bank account doesn't look terrible.
Yeah. Oh, smart move. So,
right. Well, you have me beat.
listen, I can't tell you how much I spent on a piece of clothing. That's gonna be for another podcast because I
Alright.
feel guilty. And what about you though?
Bro, so the most I've ever spent on a piece of clothing is $400 for a Cactus Plant flea market rugby tee, like that cream and green one.
Nah, that's fire though.
Bro, the only reason I bought it is because 400 is actually like a really good price because the piece brand new goes for like 900, 1,000.
Whoa.
And bro,
okay.
it's a beautiful piece.
So you got it below retail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no. Bro, retail was like 120, 130.
I'm not bugging, right? They came out with that a while back.
It was like 2020, 2021.
Okay, yeah, I'm not tweaking because I remember I used to see that shit on the ads and then vanished.
Yeah.
Vanished from the internet until you mentioned it to me.
Man, those bots and everybody that's in the sneaker game, clothing game, whatever. Man,
Apparently, you
they're
can't even
just
do that with bots anymore. They
savages.
be cracking down on it,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Ah,
I do
Nah.
not believe that.
Nah, I
feel like
think
it's cap.
I'd like to assume that all these like huge streetwear companies are actually trying to crack down on it because, for example, just with Nike in general, they're being a lot more selective with their drops, with exclusive access, shock drops, all that.
Yeah. You don't really care too much about the sneaker game, right?
Nah. I'll get a pair of sneakers only if,
Yeah.
like, I'm going on vacation or, like, it's actually time for me to get some new
Yeah.
kicks. Most of the time, bro, I'm just saving my bread, investing in photography, videos, and all that stuff.
Oh, must be nice.
That's about it, bro. I save my money and just spend it on shit that's gonna progress me besides kicks. And you
Damn.
can't say must be nice, bro, because you spent bread on this.
Yeah.
This
you're
right here, this whole setup right here,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
this shit was bread.
It was bread, bro. The whole camera and everything.
Especially audio. Audio is probably
Yeah.
one of the most expensive things.
Mm-hmm. But crisp audio makes you guys listen. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that crisp yeah, that crisp audio is
Yeah.
necessary.
Man, what was I about to say before we? I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I'm out the sneaker game. I'm done.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
I hope so.
I'm done.
See, bro, no.
Nah,
no.
you gotta cue Kodak Black's that one interview where he said,
hope-
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yo, I don't believe that you're done.
I
Because you told me you're done, and then you said, "Yo, but this one pair would be fire."
I thoroughly don't believe you're
Got
done.
me.
First of all, You're giving me Sam vibes, bro. I gotta give him a backstory on Sam. So Sam is our coworker. You feel me? This man says, "Yo, did you see these kicks, man? Let me get this right now. He buys them the exact day. He'll be broke. He sees a nice pair of kicks, he'll buy that shit immediately.
Nah. But the thing about Sam, bro, this man has like all these real estate projects going on in India and shit.
On God, oh yeah, he
Yeah,
did
he
tell
does,
me about
yeah.
that, bro.
Bro, nah.
Which
I know
is
for a
smart
fact
move.
Sam's not broke. Man's just stacking low key.
It's facts.
But hey, act broke when you're not broke.
Quotes on that.
Live
Yeah.
below your means, folks.
Yeah.
I might just put that above my headboard. I mean my bed.
I think you're pretty good though. If you, I mean,
Nah,
your
yeah.
equipment is just is a lot of photography.
Yeah, that's the only downside. It's bread, bro. It is bread. But
Speaking
hey,
of that, I want
it
to
makes
talk.
me happy.
Yeah, speaking of that, I want to talk to you about your photography. So we are in Odalis' studio right now.
Yeah.
Welcome.
This is his creative space.
Seraphic Productions.
Yes, we're gonna put the tag, everything. If
Yeah.
you guys want work, film work, Anthony over here got film work. Digital, my man's here. Any type of, not any type of style. I don't want to say it because y'all gonna throw him with weddings and stuff. That's not his like forte. But like portraits, if you guys want, pics, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this man's got it. He's
He's
got
nice.
it.
I
He's
appreciate
like
you,
that.
bro.
He's like that.
Appreciate you.
Yo, of course, bro.
Oh, he's nice with the camera. Don't sleep on this man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put everything, the link in the bio. No matter if you're listening at audio on Spotify or Apple, or if you
Yeah.
guys are watching on YouTube, if I'll put it in the visuals too, so you guys could tap into that. But speaking of that, man, what got into what got you into that?
Bro, honestly, when I was young, I used to be heavy on the the Walgreens, the Shell's trying to put you on.
Yeah.
The Walgreens little cameras that you would like
Oh,
turn
the
wheel.
disposable?
It's like the
Yeah.
old disposable film cameras, bro. On that, every single vacation, I had one just for me.
Yeah.
Literally just for me. I would buy the underwater one, take pictures underwater, bro. At my every birthday that I had, always pictures. Always.
Wow.
And I love just picking up the camera. I never had the bread for it, though. I ain't gonna lie. Never had the bread until COVID came around.
Yeah.
Bread was just stacking up because, that stimulate check had me right, baby.
Word. Word.
That stimulate check had me right. And then, bro, I just copped the camera. And from there, the rest is history.
Word.
Literally.
You posted something the other
Yeah.
day. You were like, I think you were reflecting back on like all that you did.
Yeah.
So from that, it's a year, right? You said, or
It's been 3 years. It's
3
been
years.
three long working years. But I would say, bro, in those past 3 years, I've fell in love with taking pictures.
yeah.
Fell in
Yeah,
love
I
with
feel
taking
that.
pictures and just making visual art for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for example, bro, when I went to Arizona, always wanted to go there when I was little. Literally just to take pictures.
Yeah. Wow.
Swear on my life. Bro,
Those
I
pics
would
are
literally
fire.
read about
Yeah.
I'll read about the Antelope Canyon
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot what it was. It was either geography textbooks and all that. Bro, I would literally just read about it and just look at all the pictures. Just swipe through it.
Yeah.
Bro, and when I finally got to go there, bro, it was just like surreal. And just big moments like that is what really like drives me just cause, bro, it just feels good. It feels like
Right.
I'm in the moment, I'm doing what I love. Even with clientele or without clientele, I'm still gonna take pictures just cause I thoroughly enjoy it that
Yeah.
much.
Right. Dang. Yo, your work, bro, is amazing. Took some
crazy.
shots for Anthony for his birthday, fire. Took some shots for me for my birthday, fire. Like even all your work that is posted that you post on IG is just incredible, bro.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it, bro, for real.
That looks like work that's not even of 3 years, right? It looks like work that's even more
Yeah.
experience. So I can't imagine
Bro,
like
the amount of growth you've had in 3 years
Right.
is crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I grew. Like, bro, it was just like, maybe it's because of the camera that I started with that just made it like mad, like
It's
nice.
you, bro. I ain't giving no credit to that camera. Cameras is nice. Don't get me wrong, but not everybody has that eye, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel that.
it's you,
I
bro.
appreciate that, bro. For
It's,
real.
it's definitely you, bro.
Yeah, it's
Price
been,
just went up.
Price is definitely going up. Trust me. They definitely going up.
You better
Watch
tap
it.
in like tomorrow.
Tap in right now before they go up. I'm telling you.
That's right. And you guys are lucky too, because sometimes he throws flash deals. So
Yeah.
you better tap in his IG. When you get those flash deals, pick up quick.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. When I first did that, because I don't do it too often anymore because it gets crazy.
Yeah.
It gets way too crazy. But when I first did that, I was surprised to even think that anybody was gonna fully book me. So I got all the slots taken up. And bro, now it's like the same day I posted, it's gone.
Yeah, I remember you talking to me when I saw you. I was like, he was like, yeah, I only got like 1 or 2 spots left. I was like, dang, bro, you just
bro.
put it up. It's
We going
crazy.
quick.
No, it's good, man. It's good. Listen, we're gonna get deeper, talk about crazier things. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna be back.
See ya.
Back. If you notice, Anthony is about 3 inches taller.
I grew in height.
Yeah.
Almost bust my ass on the stool I was on.
Yeah. So we're all good. Don't worry about the height difference. Focus on the message at hand.
Yeah.
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 So, fellas,
Just like that.
I mean, I should probably think about doing some ASMR, right?
Bro, if you do ASMR, I swear on everything, I love you.
Not want to go to that church.
Anybody who does ASMR, as long as they got a nice backdrop,
Yeah.
I mean a nice background, good lighting,
Some good food.
and one mic
Yo.
that they could really get up close and personal with, you know what I'm saying?
Like, if you guys like
It's
the
views, automatic
Yo.
views.
No, yo. I'm about to show you what's about to go viral.
Yeah, literally. People sit for hours to watch things like that,
I know.
and then the YouTubers get paid bank.
I'm not gonna lie, some of them are OD though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not discriminating. Hear me out. The Asians that do ASMR, you need help.
Yo, that's wild.
Yo, some
Bro,
of the
you
things
know
they
how
eat is
No, it's not even that. It's not even that, bro. The noises that you hear, I've never heard those noises in my life. Like,
I agree.
Bro.
I've never eaten food that is that good that you got to make that much noise. It's another level, bro.
It's probably some bomb ass
How
ramen.
does it sound like? I don't know what to say.
I don't even want to imitate it, bro, because it's just nasty.
What did you say about Robin?
Bro, have you ever had their type of ramen though? Like,
Nah, you see, the ramen is different. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be on the mic chewing like that, bro. I'm gonna give you an example. Let me take a sip of my Cayman Jack,
You see that
just so
we
y'all can see.
Cayman Jack, if you are watching this, sponsor us. Thanks.
and Poland Spring.
Yes.
Yeah, and Poland Spring and purified water by Wesley's Farms.
Damn, I don't want to do something nasty.
What were you?
Nah, bro. Give me a bottle of water, real quick.
So you want me to go off frame right now?
It's
Nah,
right
fair.
there, dog. It's right there. This is the type of sound effect you will hear, bro. Imagine this was food. My phone wasting water.
Turn that.
Wow.
I don't know if you can hear that. Can
Wait,
you?
do it again. Do it again. Sounds crazy.
Bro,
That sounds crazy.
but it's my fault, dog. I probably
It's,
made this
bro.
water so undrinkable for you right now.
that's all yours, bro. Yo. Hear me out. You keep it so when this goes viral, Brefo Podcast.
That's right.
When this goes viral, sell that shit.
Sell
New
it.
I'm
camera.
definitely gonna sell it.
Get a new camera.
Maybe.
Make it happen.
You know, I'm actually looking into a new camera just cause,
Ooh.
bro.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I really, really, really want to get into video heavy this year. So If y'all follow me after this pod, keep an eye out for that.
And you have some good projects too.
I do have some good projects, and we actually have a project that we haven't set a date for.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't wait for that.
top secret,
That's gonna be
confidential.
crazy.
That's gonna be dope. And there's one that you did too that you dropped. Man, the color grading on that was fire.
That I appreciate, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that was your first one too.
yeah, I could go back to it. Like, bro, that's the only reason I wanted the camera, though. Even though I love pictures, I like doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
video is a passion.
video is literally the passion. Because that's the first thing that made me like, yo, I really want a camera. Because I saw those travel videos
Yeah,
of people just recording where they travel to. And you know how they make it mass cinematic and all that?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But they make it mass cinematic, and I was like, nah, bro. I need to hop on this.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a lot of clientele for photos. But it's just because I was pushing that out a lot first.
yeah.
So when you transition to film, are you gonna drop the still?
To be honest, I don't think so, but I probably would go on to film photography.
Okay.
Because I always wanted to get into it. But digital is just, it makes the workflow, how would you say? It makes it more convenient. Convenient, faster, so I could get more out.
Yeah.
And with film, shout out to all the film photographers, first of all, because that is not easy. Bro,
Yeah.
basically guessing what your shot is going to be, driving an hour plus to get to a good film store, to develop your film, to then have to wait to then be able to have your pictures and post it or give it to your clients or whatever. That right there is another skill set.
Yeah.
So, I actually have a question for you then.
What's up, dog?
I got you a film camera like 2-3 years ago. Yo, no.
Hear me out.
I want you guys to understand. It was a beautiful film camera,
me
perfect
out.
for him. Completely manual. Came with like 2 lenses,
Wow.
all these filters. It even came in a carrying case.
Yo, the carrying case, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And
It's a nice carrying case.
and
It's mad nice.
You're gonna have to answer to that.
and I gave him a roll of film on the house so he could start his journey. If he messed up, he messed up. But yo, it's a free roll of film, and film prices, them just keep going up.
Right.
So-
So now you gotta answer to that.
We gotta pause that. Do you hear that?
Oh yeah, this is dog doing his
Wait, but do
thing.
you hear like in the mic?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Lower the audio just a little bit then. I'm not trying to mess up your pod.
No, man. Hey, we keep it authentic and real. You know.
If Brefo posts this, that's my beautiful dog spazzing out right now.
And
For
by the
some
way,
reason.
his dog doesn't like black people. So his
I'm
dog-
not gonna lie. He really does. I'm not even trying to like.
so,
He was raised by the
So sad.
Amish, bro.
so sad.
Raised by the Amish, and even
That's
since
crazy.
he was a puppy, bro. Like that's probably the weirdest thing I've ever witnessed in a dog. Since he was a puppy,
Gotta
he
do
will
deliverance
growl
on that dog.
at darker skinned people
That's wild.
Dog
or
needs
anybody that's
deliverance.
just like really, really tall.
You know. Where's
Which
the
the
love?
majority of dark skinned people are, bro. Always tall.
Dang, I feel some. I'm average. I'm the average height, man.
Nah, man, you're taller than me. You know how, bro? I'm mad insecure about my height. Actually, no,
You're
I
not
don't think
that.
I don't think I'm insecure.
I think you grew
But
out there.
I definitely grew out about it. I mean, I grew out of it, but I make jokes about my height. I guess that's what helped me.
Yeah.
Grow out of it.
Hey,
Yo, it's crazy because as the tallest person on this podcast,
You know
So-
what's funny though? My fault. I'm not trying to cut
Go.
you off. It literally goes in like a graph level. Like I'm like short, but like I see Brefo getting taller, and then you're over there.
yeah. I'm looking up every time Ant has to say something.
but yo, I'm like 6'1", 6'2". I don't know what it is, but I wish I was like 6'3". I feel like that's like the perfect tall guy height.
This guy he just wants it all. He's already 6 foot, and look, this man, save some height for the rest of us.
I wish I could.
Get a load of this guy. Ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, maybe it's just because I used to play a lot of sports. I'm still athletic, but with sports, tallness, there is an advantage.
Oh,
There
yeah.
is definitely an advantage.
I can confirm there is.
100%.
You will get looked at by everybody just because you're tall.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be the tallest man, and I wasn't that. I was the shortest sprinter, but I was fast as hell, my guy. What are you
There you
talking
go.
about?
Yeah.
So if you got the height, then you're kind of low on the speed. But if you got
I'm quick.
fascinating. Oh,
No, never that. Yo, this man's endurance makes no type of sense. We just went on a vacation, like there's a big group vacation to Puerto Rico. This man swam, scuba dive, all that, 2 hours straight, not one break. Mind you, I'm there, had a little life preserver on,
Yeah.
had the flippers, just chilling. Him, bro, he swam like 30 minutes before I even jumped in the water. And he wasn't even tired. He was chilling.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to the photo stuff, bro. Because I used to swim. I used to like try to really swim and catch up to fishes just to take a little picture of them.
Oh, for
I'm not
real?
even joking. In DR, bro. In
Yeah.
DR, if you're Dominican, La Ensenada, bro. First of all, that beach. I don't know about now, just cause there be hella pollution at that beach, but they try their best to clean it up. But
Yeah.
in that beach, there used to be so much fishes, and I would literally try as a little ass kid, running, swimming fast as hell with a little disposable camera just to take a little shot.
what is it? La Plantada?
La Ensenada,
La Ensenada.
fire ass
Ensenada.
beach. You got a Dominican friend, they gotta take you there.
That sounds like
Oh wait, right here.
Ensenada.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm trying to correlate what that means. Like translate it. Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Me neither.
I ain't got
Me
it.
neither. Me neither. Definitely
Nah,
not.
just know it's a beautiful beach.
Yo,
When-
actually. my
Yeah,
fault.
go ahead.
I
Nah,
cut you off.
nah.
I'm about to go on a whole other tangent right now.
Go,
Because
please.
I'm seeing all this stuff right now, bro, right?
Mhm.
You got the whole setup and all that.
Yeah.
I need to know how'd you come into this whole space? Because I remember podcast wasn't really popping
Yeah.
until I would say a couple months before COVID.
Yeah.
A couple months before COVID, and then like I started hearing about Joe Rogan.
Right.
And he had that pod on for like
Yeah.
a minute. And then podcast just blew up.
I'm trying to look right
But that
now.
could be a different thing.
Let me see when my first episode was. Exactly when it was. Oh, 42 ratings. Come on.
No.
Nice, man.
And they're all
No.
5 stars because it's a valid podcast.
That's a
Wow.
valid pod.
Hey yo, if you guys are listening and on Apple, give it a review there. So check it out. I started January, February, March, April 9th, 2020.
2020.
Yes.
That was during COVID or no?
It
The
was
first month.
the first month.
Yeah.
And that was a weird time. Bro.
That was a very weird
That was
time.
That was
very
a
weird time.
weird time.
This episode was the first one was recorded in a closet with one mic and a little recording thing on my phone, and it was the most annoying. Like think about you having to be comfortable like in a
Yeah.
position to like record, bro.
Mhm.
I was like hinched over, and like I was telling you guys that mic, like it will pick up every little thing. So I was going through it. I had to do it late at night when everybody was sleeping. That
But
was-
look where we at now.
Look where we at
What's
now.
Look where we at now, my guy.
The price just went up.
That's
went up.
funny. That is funny that you say that, cause bro, I feel like some starting points. Well, starting points are different or is different. My fault. My lingo is kind of
No, you're good.
ass right now, but starting point is different for everybody. Everybody. For example, what's his name? The number one streamer right now at this point.
Kai.
Kai. There you go.
Yeah, Kai said that.
Bro, if you saw his old streams, bro, like, he would get mad upset because he would see a rat or a roach. You'll see a rat or a roach in the back of the videos, bro.
That's crazy.
and just look at where he's at now.
Yeah.
That's why those startups is just like they're mad motivating. Like when you tell me this, and then when you see other people going through their startups, obviously it's always gonna be like a rough start. But as long as you just keep going, it's just there's always something beautiful at the end.
Yeah. It's all about consistency, to be honest. Like, at first, you might not like it. Like, I hated the way it turned out. And I'm somebody, like, I'm very particular. Like, I love aesthetics, and I love the way, like, things have to be in a certain way, right? So, I remember somebody talking to me and was like, yo, your first anything is not going to be perfect. Like, I'm sure your first picture that you took was not the greatest, was not the best.
Definitely not.
You know, but like the fact that you just did it, the fact that you started, and then from there you just figure it out. Like for me, I was thinking of so many things in my head. I was like, yo, I never edited audio like ever. So when I got past that point, it was then how do I edit visually? And then past that point, it was like, how do I edit and put the audio and the visuals to match up together, you know?
Yeah.
And at first I had to learn that by myself. Now you have programs that mash it up together. But like before, I had to do it all by myself. And even with like captions on reels, I had to do it. Now you got apps that do it for you. But like all of that humble beginnings is good because, you know, it just makes you grateful for how you started and
for what you have right now.
Exactly.
See, I think one of the best things about growth is looking back at how far you've come. Wow.
Because
That definitely is it.
that's gonna be a reel. I'm gonna clip that, and I'm gonna clip what you said too previously. It was really good. So, when I was really thinking about it, like, did you guys honestly believe in aliens? What a transition, right? I'm just kidding. That's a crazy transition. But I do want to talk about that.
All right, wait, hold up. Before we go to that, I gotta jump back because I wanted to go into this topic so bad because this is gonna be very controversial.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
My guy, remember that period in COVID?
Uh-huh.
You remember how fast that was? What about the vaccine? What is your thoughts on that?
Bro.
Look, damn, wait, hold up, because that might be a disclaimer for Instagram and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna
flagging stuff
flag.
like that
Yeah,
now.
yeah, whatever. They can flag all they want. It ain't gonna stop nothing. We here. We're still talking about it.
That was probably, like I said before, it was the weirdest time ever.
It was.
And, bro, do you know how much money the pharmaceutical companies made off of those vaccines?
Stupid amount of money, bro.
They are, well, obviously, they were already billionaires.
Uh-huh.
At this point, I thoroughly believe they're beyond trillion, and I don't even know what goes beyond trillion.
Bro, it's
I don't know what goes beyond that. But why? That's my question. Like,
quadrillion? I'm over
I
here
don't know.
thinking what goes after trillion.
it is trillion? Oh, yeah. Well, that's...
Wait, actually, that does make sense because it's like a million, and then billion is like bi is like 2, trillion is like 3.
That does make
I
sense.
don't know what the
Quadrillion.
Quadrillion does
No.
make sense, but I don't know. I don't know.
That's what
Don't
we're
quote me
calling
on
it.
this. Don't quote us on this.
Yeah.
Nah, but yo, $1 trillion is like big.
Well, it definitely
that's
is
a
big,
large
but
amount.
the point is, like, bro, they made this in such a rapid time,
Yeah.
and they endorsed it. For example, Fauci, bro, if you read, there's a book. I forgot the damn name of it, but, oh, there you go. It's called The Real Dr. Fauci. Bro,
Yeah.
it literally explains every single vaccine he has been through and the causes for it, the deaths it has caused,
Damn.
and it speaks on like the amounts of money he's made. It speaks on a whole bunch of stuff. Me personally, I only read sections of that book through the internet, but the parts that I did read is just insane, bro.
Was he
'Cause
around during the influenza?
I think he was around.
Isn't influenza just flu?
Yeah, it's a flu.
I think he
But
was
it's
around.
called the
I
influenza.
might be bugging. Don't quote me on this. He might have been around during the. What was that pandemic? It was like in the 80s. It was either AIDS or something else.
Was it the pox?
Nah,
I forgot.
I think Fox was like way back in the day.
Yeah, pox was yeah, nah.
That is That just blows my mind though, and people fed into that, bro.
Bro, this whole thing, like, even when you just think about like the government and everything that goes on behind closed doors, bro, like it's insane, bro.
It is wild.
Like, even look at we all watched the movie Oppenheimer.
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, come on,
Yo,
bro.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Why?
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Bro, I was about to get mad excited
Yeah.
talking about that.
Let's talk about Interstellar.
I haven't even finished Interstellar. I watch movies like I'm watching TV shows. I don't know why. I can't, like, especially if I'm at home, I can't. I can't, bro. I don't know why I can't watch a whole movie. Like, I watch parts of it and I stop, and then I continue. Then
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
that's
That's
me.
crazy to me.
For me, I think it's. I guess I would say the opposite, because for TV shows, bro, I cannot. I can't sit down. People recommended Money Heist, Power. You know these big name
Yeah.
TV shows, bro.
You ever
I
watch
can't-
Breaking
I can't-
Bad?
No, Breaking Bad is different though. That was when I was younger when I watched
Suits?
that. Suits?
You never heard of Suits?
I've never heard Suits.
What? I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Suits?
So Suits, I'd like to assume a decent amount of these viewers know what I'm talking about. They just added it on Netflix, but I watched it when it was still on Peacock, Amazon Prime Video, all that. Bro, 9 seasons. I binge watched that show so quickly because it's a good ass show.
Is it about, like, sounds very business type
Yeah, so
oriented.
the general premise of Suits is there's this one guy with a photographic memory. He fakes being a lawyer.
I seen previews
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
No.
I've seen previews.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it's called Suits.
Yeah,
That is
yeah. I didn't even know either.
A unique name for a show.
See, so I started watching it because I'd always see these clips on YouTube. And I'm like, yo, that's a valid scene. Like, yo, how'd they get away with that? Like,
Oh yeah, isn't his biggest problem finding suits to wear or something like that?
nah.
Because I know he's smart, but I know they said something like the show doesn't really focus too much about his smarts, or does it?
See, you'd assume that the main premise of the show is about like suits and tailoring and all that. Complete opposite. But there are some scenes where they just roast each other about the suits that they wear.
Oh, okay. That's
I
That
think
is a funny name for a show, though.
Yeah.
Suits.
Is
it's a
it because
great show.
he could like? Nah, that makes no sense. That was stupid.
Is it
Harvey
like,
Specter,
um,
Michael Ross?
Have you ever seen House of Cards?
No.
No.
I've heard of it,
No.
but I haven't seen it.
I never
very
watched this,
political.
bro.
Super, super, super political.
In what sense?
So this guy basically, he's damn, I haven't watched that show in a minute. If you watch this show, please don't flame me right now, because the last time I even saw the last episode, I would say it was, bro, I was still in high school.
Damn.
It was like
Oh, damn.
2017 or something like that. Probably 2017. But basically, this guy, he's a Senate, and he's making his way up to become president and whatnot.
Okay.
And it just shows like a whole bunch of twists and turns that goes beyond like
government.
beyond government eyes.
Yeah.
So like, it just gets mad dark and deep real quick, and just shows you like a true side of government and a lot of political stuff that happens.
Bro, I'm gonna bring this up. You've been watching lately. You've been telling me about some crazy movies that you were watching.
Yo, nah. We gotta talk about this right now, bro. I need to speak on this. First of all,
he's preaching.
I hope I get this name right. I gotta search up the damn movie right now.
I'm laughing because if you guys heard about this one film about the
Nah,
end,
this is crazy.
it's
this is crazy.
insane.
First of all,
What's the movie called?
shout out to my guy. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Christopher Nolan?
No, not Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is beast though. Ari Aster. First of all, that man has to have an issue with his brain. First of all, because he makes the most.
What a way to
He
start.
makes the most psychological horrors I've ever seen. Like the best, probably top tier entertainment.
Okay.
Cinematography is beyond this world. But this movie was crazy. This movie I was like, what the fuck? So a little backstory. This is the guy who made the movie Hereditary, Midsummer, all psychological horrors. Well, Hereditary was kind of, I would say, it was more of a straight up horror. It's not really psychological.
Yeah.
This one movie he made called Beau is Afraid.
Never heard of it.
Damn, bro. Can you put clips in the pod?
I could throw it in there.
I want you to watch that movie first before you even do that. But
Well,
you should
I could
put
throw.
some,
I
you
could
sh-
throw the clip.
you
It's gonna
should
be
put-
right here.
Yeah, you should put a Midsummer clip,
Yeah.
but without the audio, because you will get flagged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, for this movie, Beau is Afraid. So what had happened was this main character, Joaquin Phoenix, the guy who plays Joker in I forgot who directed that movie, but the guy who plays Joker in that movie. So he was the main character in Beau is Afraid. And basically, from the beginning of this movie, you could tell his life was complete shit. It was terrible.
How
Terrible,
so?
terrible, terrible. Bro, he would have the worst bad luck ever.
Damn.
Like, we get bad luck. Maybe if y'all believe in bad luck, there will be one coincidence and you're like, damn, that's just bad timing, bad luck or whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy was getting back to back to back to back to back. And Ari Aster just, I don't know who the hell his production team is, but, bro, they captured the moment so beautifully.
Dang.
Insane. Anyways, fast forward to the end of the movie. Of course, you just feel bad for this main character this entire time just because his life looks like shit. And then at the end, he's never met his father. But this time, he's meeting his father. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But you have to watch the movie to see all this bullshit unfold. He walks into an attic. And his father, that he was supposed to see, is a talking dick.
What?
You heard me, folks.
What type of nut shit? What?
Bro, he's made... That's why it
Bro.
confused me so much, because he's made good-ass horrors. He's made... Bro, I'm a horror fanatic. So, he's made amazing horror movies. But that one, I was like, bro, what in the actual fucking
I did not
happening?
expect that.
Bro, his dad is a talking dick. Watch the movie. I'm telling you from
I don't
now.
wanna
You
watch
will
the
be,
movie.
you would be ridiculously
He said, "I don't want to watch the movie."
Bro, you'd be ridiculously confused on how that even came to happen. Because I literally turned off the movie after that because I had to think for like a good 30 minutes on what the fuck I just saw.
Dang.
A talking dick is crazy.
Were you able to connect the dots? Like,
No.
it's talking dick because
No. No. Bro, a talking dick, why would you put that in a movie? Bro, and the movie looks like top tier video, top tier colors, top tier lighting, all of that. And then you see a talking dick on your screen.
Yo.
Even you're flabbergasted, bro.
Bro,
It made
I'm
no sense to me. It made no sense.
I'm trying my best to connect the dots. Although I've never watched the movie, heard of the movie. It's like because
did you connect the dots?
and I'm just trying to make sense of it. Like,
Bro, I couldn't.
what?
When he showed it to me, I was like, wait. And then like, wasn't he trying to stab it?
Yeah. All right, so
Yo,
yeah.
like,
So this guy that was chasing the main character throughout like certain parts of the movie. So he finds him in this attic or whatever. And he has a fucking Tommy gun for some weird ass reason. I don't understand, bro. Like the premise of that whole scene just made no sense to me. And he starts shooting the talking dick. And
bro, what?
and the
I'm
fucking
shaking my
bro,
head
this
right
is a
now.
new movie.
What?
Hold up, I gotta see when this came out. I think it came out this year.
Bro,
Yeah, 2023, bro. Like
Did you watch this in theaters?
this was no, I didn't watch this in theater. I wanted to, but I would have been baffled if I saw a talking dick on a
What's-
big ass screen.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
What's
Pause.
the what's the rating?
The ratings, bro, it's probably. Let me see.
I mean,
It got a 6.8 out of 10.
all right.
That's probably his worst film.
Yeah,
Oh,
it got a 60,
hear me
what,
out.
67?
Hear me out.
It's a great
67
movie,
on
though.
Rotten Tomatoes.
67 Rotten Tomatoes. 71% like this movie, according to Google users.
He didn't even make back the budget for the
Yeah,
film.
nah,
He spent
damn.
35 million,
Jesus.
and he only made 11.5 million.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
My boy Joaquin Phoenix not bad right now.
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some.
Listen, if you think that was the best, talking about somebody stabbing somebody's,
No, shooting with
Shoot.
a Tommy gun.
yeah. If y'all thought that was weird, just wait till we come back. So back to the aliens. We gotta talk about this whole thing that's going on right now about the Senate bringing up alien invasions or discovery of non-human like species roaming the earth.
Non-human entity.
Bro, I am on that, man. First off, who wouldn't want to see one? One. Second off, there's no way we can be alone. No way.
I second that.
For example, bro, I went to Colorado, right?
Yeah.
On top of a mountain to stargaze. I think I told you about this. I know I told you.
Yeah.
But, bro, seeing all those stars and being able to see the Milky Way clear as day is probably the most surreal thing anybody can do. If you want to feel small, I don't know if that I don't even know if that came out.
I know
right.
what you mean.
But if you want to feel small, go stargazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You will look at the world differently after that.
that's a
You'll
fact.
think to yourself, like, bro, we are definitely not the only species out here. Definitely not. There's way, way, way too many planets around stars, surrounding stars, that are just sitting there that we can see with our visible eyes, but it's just surreal to see in person. And not only that, but there's just no way we can be alone, bro.
For
There's no
me,
way.
to bounce off of that,
Yeah.
like for me, how I see it is like definitely we're not alone. But for me, I look at it in the spiritual sense, right? Like I believe like they're demons, like those what they call aliens. To me, they're demons. But like I feel like the government has a plan. This is just my own opinion. That it has a plan to try to, like, they already made a UFO. I feel like, because with all this technology, like, come on,
Yeah.
I feel like they already made one. You know, you get me?
I gotta add on to this now.
And like they're gonna try to use that as like a major distraction to like distract people from like things that they're trying to do right underneath us, like the one world religion, one world currency, all that stuff. Cause like look at Africa too. Like Africa, they're trying to just use the resources and
Yeah.
trying to detach itself from European countries.
Yeah.
And if Africa does that, Africa is the most richest continent, right? So Americans can't go to Africa and be like, "Hey, we want uranium from you guys, and we'll pay you $1 billion." And Africa will be like, "No, we don't want to exchange with your currency anymore." So then Africa will have the upper hand because America will be in need of what they have because America doesn't have it. But Africa is not going to need their dollars anymore. It's like you having water, and I come up to you and I'm like, "Yo, Aunt, I really need that water. I'll pay $1 billion. You're like, "I don't need that money, bro. You need water more than I need your money." You get me?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. And all these things are happening right now, but here we go with an alien thing
Oh
out
yeah,
of nowhere.
that
like,
is definitely a major distraction.
do you feel me?
I'll explain a specific event. So when we made, I'm saying like as Americans, we made the stealth bomber. You know
Yeah.
it's like a big black.
It looks like a triangle.
It looks like a triangle. It has like squares and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a weird jet.
Yeah.
We made that, and at that time, bro, that technology was so advanced.
Yeah.
It was so advanced to the point that like people really genuinely thought it was a UFO, because so many people saw it when they were doing training in the skies and all that,
I mean,
and they even put it on the news as like, yeah, this is just our new technology. So if we had that much advanced technology back then, just imagine now.
Right.
Imagine now.
Oh,
We
so-
definitely got something because you're gonna say something.
Yeah. So something that you have to take into account is, I just forgot what I was gonna say. I was ready to go off right now. Oh, no, I just remember.
There you go.
Cut that out, man.
Nah, it's good. You good.
All right, so a UFO is not like a flying saucer, any of that. A UFO is an abbreviation for unidentified flying object. So let's say I was to throw this bottle of water into the air. No one was able to distinguish that as a bottle of water. No one knew where it came from, this, that, and the fourth. It would essentially be a UFO, right?
Right.
Also, with regards to like technology and like the evolution of it, there is shit that exists now that would blow our minds. Like, for example, you guys are talking about Oppenheimer, which I'm watching tomorrow, and they were able to create one of the like most dangerous bombs back in the 40s. The United States went to space back in the 60s, 70s, right? And on top of that, like you said about the stealth bomber, it was developed like in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Honestly, I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff that is just classified that we honestly don't know. Like, for example, the U.S. spends so much money on defense. And just think about how much of that money probably goes into research and development of new technologies. Because there's tons and tons of, like, military projects that either go unused or halfway through they're like, oh, we don't want to do that anymore. So
Or
I
probably
think,
even fail.
yeah.
Right?
So with regards to, like, aliens and UFOs and such, there's many eyewitness, what's the word? Testimonies, yeah, thank you. Right, there's so many eyewitness testimonies by people that are like very honorable, such as like Navy captains, pilots, and such.
Right.
And they've said stories about how they've chased like all these like UFOs that, oh, it could do that, this, that. Like,
For example,
I don't even know how they do that. Like,
Yeah.
so
my fault. I'm gonna add on to that what you're saying right now. So have you guys heard about the Tic Tac?
yeah,
No.
Yeah.
that's
That
what
specific one is very crazy
talking
because
about.
it's
I
probably
remember.
one of the most credible UFO sightings that we have known to man right now.
Yeah,
Basically, it was a U.S.
it was a U.S. Navy or Air Force training exercise, and this thing popped up on radar.
It popped up on radar. They went to go check it out, and his description is crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
He basically said that he saw something, shape of a Tic Tac, but he didn't visually see it at first.
Wait, a Tic Tac?
Yeah, like it looked like a Tic Tac, just like a
Yeah, like-
Wait, you're talking about Tic Tac like the
Yeah,
can?
the mint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that small, but it was in the shape of that.
Okay.
He saw it. He didn't really see it at first because he was just doing basic training.
Yeah.
And he saw what it looked like. Do you know when, like, have you ever seen like a video of a helicopter hovering over water?
Yeah.
Basically, the water is like just creating whitewash ripples. So it's like moving in, like, I guess.
You know why it does that, right?
I don't.
So,
understand.
so it does that because for like, let's use the helicopter like you mentioned. It needs that upward propulsion, something like that. I think that's the word. So it's pushing down on the air. Well, not on the air, but it's pushing down on the earth, and it's getting that upwards.
Oh yeah.
So the Tic Tac, it was just chilling, like no ripples in the water, none of that, and
Whoa.
right, it didn't have a heat signature. It didn't show up on radar at first until they saw it, and if you've watched the video, It goes
Oh,
0 to
yeah.
100 and just zooms. It's crazy.
Yeah, it goes fast, bro. It goes fast, and they apparently, because this is coming from him, because he quoted this. They went down to check on it, and as soon as they got close, it ended up behind them. Like out of nowhere, just ended up behind them.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
It ended up behind them. It was a group of 3, I believe. 3 of them were flying jets. Well, 3 pilots.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, they tried chasing it down, not to shoot it or anything.
Well, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were shooting at it.
From what I mean, because I've heard his testimony and shit. I don't remember him saying that he was shooting it, but I also could be wrong. But that's probably one of the most credible ones. That one's wild.
How?
Bro. That one
What
is
year
wild.
was this?
That was like,
I honestly don't know.
yeah,
Off
it
the
was
top of
like
my head.
2000 something. I know it wasn't
Yeah.
too late from us, but it was definitely in the 2000s.
Wait.
Bro.
Yo, so on the topic of aliens and such, have you guys seen what happened in Jerusalem like a couple years ago, where and like there's tons of videos, tons of eyewitness testimonies. There's like this big church. Honestly, I'm talking I'm talking on my ass right now. Like I don't exactly remember what was going on, but it was like this big glowing orb or something hovering over like a church or a temple. I honestly don't know.
You know, that reminds me of?
And it just shot up it just shot up into the sky. And some people say it wasn't an alien. Other people say it was an angel. Some people say it was like,
There's videos?
yeah, like
That's wild.
Yo, can we take a quick pause so like I can show you guys this?
We could, you know what? I'll put it
Yeah.
on screen
I'll find it.
so people can see it, what you're talking
I'm
about.
going to say
too.
this, too. Because this you could find. Have you ever seen, they mentioned it, because that really brought back the picture that I saw. So in ancient art, right? I think it was like some godly art or something like that, but there was a flying saucer in the picture of like one of the most ancient painted photographs.
Yeah.
And it was just sitting there above a church.
Wow.
Above a church, which is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild, but like you see the pictures and then you start making correlations. But now that he mentions that is kind of crazy.
Bro, there's so many
Like,
things, bro. I feel like there's so much that
Yeah, I found it.
don't worry, y'all. While he pulling up here, I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see it too.
Yeah, I need to see this video. See, that's
Wow.
crazy.
Bro.
What?
Like you see that, right?
Damn,
Yeah.
it's that close?
Bro, like there's tons of videos from it.
Bro,
That's
it
mad
just
weird.
came down like that and just shot
I wonder
back
what
up.
this-
Well, this article is from 2011.
Bro. Nah, man.
You know what's another funny thing?
See, but I feel like the government also has the power to make technology like that. Like, there's so much things that they haven't even released to the public.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is like
wholeheartedly
so.
believe it.
Yeah.
There's another thing though. Apparently, according to all the sources that talk about UFOs and all the I think they even mentioned this in the case studies that they're doing now with the Senate and all that. But ever since the introduction of atomic weapons or nuclear weapons, Oppenheimer, go watch it.
Yo, so good.
Insane. But ever since the introduction of that, that's when all the practice Navy, when they all started experiencing all these witnesses. And it literally starts from then, from that point, a whole list of interactions and UFO sightings and all this. And that Roswell incident, you ever heard of the Roswell incident? That's wild.
I haven't
Because
heard
they
of
had it in a newspaper, and then a couple days later, that entire newspaper was just demolished. Like, you could not find it anywhere.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. But honestly, I'm a sorry. I'm a firm believer that aliens exist, not because of like how advanced our technology is or anything, but if you can just fathom how large our universe is, it's infinite. Like it's hard to even picture something that's infinite, right? The universe is growing. We are one planet in one solar system within one galaxy. Like,
Have you ever seen videos of like
Yeah.
Earth expanding out of the galaxy?
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
yo,
We're
so,
peanut sized, basically.
nah, like,
And then it's so crazy. It's like man, it's like it just makes you
Yeah.
think, bro.
so back when I was in college, right? We used to have planetarium shows, and during the planetarium shows, I love this scene so much, right? We'd start off at Earth and just zoom out, right? So like it went past Mars, the asteroid belt, like the gas giants, past Pluto, and it just zoomed out into the Milky Way galaxy,
Yeah.
and it was crazy. They did that during the open house, and that's one of the reasons why I chose my school.
Yeah. Right. It really is like astounding. It makes you think so much. Like I'd be like, yo, man, how can little old me and God loves little old me in this little old galaxy?
That's another thing, man.
Something, man. Steve.
God is definitely, because you could speak about all these aliens. Damn, bro, there's so many conversations I want to. There's so many conversations I want to
Get
but we're in
into
a
it,
time
bro.
crunch. Fuck. Bro, first off, people say like, my thing is like, why would aliens just want to watch? There has to be like some form of communication. There's no way there's no form of communication with our government if there are aliens, which I thoroughly believe there are.
So-
But the thing is, why watch?
So you also have to take into account, right? And this might be something difficult to like wrap your head around. So you guys know about the speed of light and stuff. It's like, right, the fastest thing we know, like ever.
Yeah.
If you are, let's say, like super far in a distant galaxy, and you can somehow build this super strong telescope and just look at Earth, the amount of time it would take to actually observe wait, damn, I'm about to like go off on a tangent right now.
That's fine. I love science.
Right, so I could be wrong with this because I honestly have not been in my astrophysics studies as much as I used to, but there was this famous scientist who said if you somehow build this huge telescope from like, and you put it light years away, and you look through it and you saw Earth, you would be seeing dinosaurs, because hear me out because of how far it takes to like actually interpret like all the data that's coming in and stuff. And yeah, I know there's a proper term for it. It's just not coming to mind. But yeah, honestly, thinking back to what I just said,
Dominican
I feel
Neil
like
deGrasse. Wait, what's his name? Is
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, Neil. I said Neil deGrasse, bro. I was thinking about Drake for a second.
But
Nah, that is wild. The whole speed of light and all that stuff, that's just, it's so hard to, because all of it is just numbers, bro. It's all calculations of numbers, so it's hard for a lot of people to understand that.
Yeah, bro.
See,
Like,
so the speed of light is how fast light moves. So the speed of light is 3 times 10 to the 8th meter per second. A light year is how far light can travel within a year. If it travels, so Picture a 3 with 8 zeros at the end of it. It's in 1 second. That's how fast light travels. Picture that times 60 seconds times 60 minutes times 24 hours times 365 days. That is how much distance that light travels within a year.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Nah.
I just felt belittled.
But here's what's crazy. The scale of the universe is so large that you would assume light years is like the largest metric that we use. It's not. There's light years. There's parsecs. There's other metrics that are not coming to mind right now, but it's crazy,
Bro.
That's wild. To even think about that,
Mm-hmm.
I see why a lot of people don't think about it, though.
Yeah.
And there's literally a specific group of people that
yeah.
are very, 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 very good on that topic.
Yeah. And just sit there and just the most I've gotten close to that was Back to the Future, the movie. That was about it. When
What?
when the doctor when the scientist was talking
Yeah.
to Marty McFly, and he was telling them, he was like, hey, we got to travel about this speed to get to this time zone and this time zone, and if you touch something in one time zone, it'll completely mess up the...
Yeah, so that's called the butterfly effect or something like that, where if you alter the smallest thing, like let's say we somehow went back to like the 1950s and we killed a fly. In theory, if we came back to our original timeline, like it could be like World War III going on, or something like that. No, but
That
like,
is wild. I've heard of
I
that
mean-
before, but I never heard about the actual term.
look,
something
like,
just so minimal like that?
I mean, it's all theories at the end of the day. So,
Right.
I mean, that's something that they use as, like, try not to alter anything whatsoever, because like the smallest thing could have the biggest consequences.
Right.
There's another theory, too. I forgot what it's called, though. But it's like, basically... Damn, I know you're going to know as soon as I mention it, though. So we are us right now.
Yeah.
Imagine another dimension with...
Oh,
what's it called?
Multiverse.
Yeah, the multiverse.
Oh, is the
It's called
multiverse not? I know there's a specific name for it, though.
I mean, find it.
Because I'm thinking about multiverse.
Oh, no,
as
no,
Spider-Man right now.
I think I know what you're trying to get into. I just don't remember the name.
Um,
No, it's not that.
Omniverse. Parallel.
Nah.
Parallel universe, something like that.
Yeah.
How there's is that the theory about like how there's an infinite versions of ourselves doing different things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's called a parallel.
Because
Wait,
people
what
also
theory?
people also take this into consideration. Like, what if the aliens, if we have aliens, what if they were just us, just from a different future?
I mean,
Which could be possible
how
if
it could be possible.
Yeah.
Could.
It's called
I think so.
it's called a parallel universe, but
I think that's the name.
yeah, like a parallel universe. Like if there was another you and another, yeah, called the multiverse, basically. Yeah, that would be insane. The string theory.
oh, there you go, string theory.
Oh, string
Yeah.
theory.
The idea of multiverse is put forth in theoretical physics, specifically that dealing with the string theory, a branch of physics that unifies Einstein's general theory of relativity, quantum mechanics.
Yo,
In string theory, there are
I
at
took
least
those
10.
classes.
Look at that. Bro, those classes, I feel like just, bro, I'll be like,
Straight.
listen to this. In string theory, there are at least 10 different dimensions. There are also different types of string theories. See, bro, this is crazy. I mean, but like you said, in reality, they're all theories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually have a question for you, because I know you're a very religious person.
relational relationship, because religion is a sour taste, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I get you. I just
So, what is your idea on this? Because obviously, a lot of religious people that I know, it's not all about aliens. They don't believe in aliens, or they don't believe in anything outside of our universe.
all right.
Obviously, you're different because you're mentioning it. So, I would want to know, like, what is your idea on it? What do you think it is? You already mentioned that you think it's like demons and all that,
Right.
but I guess I'm asking, like,
A deeper
what do you?
take.
Yeah, what? Give me a deeper take on what you think,
Okay.
especially when it comes to the creation of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the book of Job, right? It talks about, you know what? This is a really good question, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold on because we're gonna. This is a good one. So I want you guys to stay tuned for this. So to answer your question about how do I feel about aliens and stuff like that, and you mentioned also like the creation. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But the first part of your question, there's a part in the Bible, in the book of Job, where Job talks to God, and he's like, he's down bad with everything that's going on around his life. And he's like, God, like, I need answers for what's going on. And God is like, answers him basically like this. He's like, do you know where I keep the storehouse of snow? Do you know where I keep hail? Do you know that I stopped the border of water from passing over, like on beaches, right? Do you know that I put a barrier there? Do you know that the complexity of the world and how I manage the world? Like, you're asking me all these questions, but were you there at the creation? Were you there at the beginning? And that, like, if I read it to you guys, it's just mind blowing, because in the whole, previous to God answering, God didn't answer anything. Like, Job was like crying out to God, and he was like, God, answer me. I want to know why all these bad things are happening to me. And then when God finally answers, he's like, yo, let me put you in your place real quick.
Oh.
Let me let you know who I am. I got to read that to you guys because I ain't doing it justice. And I say all of that to say, like, when we think about or we talk about aliens and stuff, we have to understand, like, there was a spiritual world before there was ever a physical world. Like, everything that we see physically, spiritually, there's always something behind it. Like, when it comes to, if we're talking about aliens, we could also dive into ghosts and all these things, right? And demons are also a topic of conversation in that too. But with aliens and all of this, I feel like it's very spiritual. When there are things that are not of human-like, like, this is not human, it really stems from spiritual things. In the Bible, when angels would appear to people thought angels are just like, we have this visual of angels that they're just like, look like us and they got wings, right? And they're majestic. They wear all white and stuff. Do you know how the Bible describes angels?
How?
Yo, the Bible describes angels as like, it's like a picture of a flying wing or something, and it has like millions and trillions of eyes that are looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
I've seen that before.
Well, the one thing I've seen was, I don't even remember how it looked, but it was like a big eye, right?
Yeah.
And it had like a good 8 to 10 wings or something.
Yeah.
And it was just there, just floating.
Bro, it's so, like, it's scary to look at.
Yeah.
That's why in the Bible, every time angels would appear to people, they'll be like, fear not. Because the first thing you're going to do is freak out.
Yeah.
Because, like, those things, it looks so scary. But it wants you to know, like, hey, I'm from the Lord. Like, fear not. With the story of Mary was startled, right? And they're like, fear not. This is a message from the Lord. So when you think of that, and then you think of like aliens and all these beings, like the Bible talks about the end times, Revelation, that there's a beast and there's an antichrist and all these things, and also talks about that there is an animal that has like 4 different heads. Like, you ever seen like those like Harry Potter type stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like all these movies, bro, they be getting their ideas from biblical things, from writings and things like that. Bro, the Bible is so filled with, like, if people were to read it and to see the majestic and the things that you see, especially in Revelation that it talks about, you won't be surprised when it actually happens and we actually see these things in real life. Like, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be like, oh, yo, aliens. I'm going to be like, yep, that's a demon. The Bible talked about it. Like, this thing is real. Because I already know it exists.
Yeah.
If you believe in God, you have to believe in the other side as well.
Yeah.
You have to believe in Satan, not believe in him in the way of like worshiping him, but believing that he exists. You know what I'm saying? And demons as well. So it won't be a surprise when these things are, and they will be manifested. The Bible talks about that in Revelation, that people are going to see these beings and these beasts. And I just feel like everything that's happening now is a preparation to try to tell people that it's aliens. But the Bible is so clear, like, these are demons. These are actually spiritual beings that are going to like reveal themselves before our very eyes. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be shocking. Like, yo, you're seeing like a 7-foot, disoriented demon in front of you that it's so abnormal. It's something that our minds can't conceive. But these things are written, bro. Written like long before we were ever around. That's my take on it, bro. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, it definitely did make sense.
It did.
I would say this though. I thoroughly, I genuinely believe in God.
Yeah.
I pray. I speak with him every single day.
Yeah.
I've had instances in my life where it's just way too much of a coincidence to think, oh, I just tried hard enough, or oh, it was just me putting in that work, or oh, what a coincidence. Nah, like this, because my prayer. There you go. My camera overheats. I heard that. Damn.
It's all good.
But, yeah, those instances really made me like open up and truly, truly believe in the Lord. But there's also things that, when it comes to biblical references,
right?
That's part of the reason why I stopped going to church. I stopped going to church because, for one, a lot of church communities, I can't speak on yours because I've never been to any church that you go to.
Yeah.
But a lot of church communities are very backstabbing.
I love it, bro.
Not the priest, I would say,
from the heart,
but people in there. And I felt, me as a person, I was like, that shouldn't be a thing. Right. Because if God wanted you to be open, speak to people, be kind to your neighbor,
right?
Instances like that would have happened. So I stopped believing in the church because of that.
Yeah.
And not only that, but as time goes on, the book has been drastically changed. Like, Christianity has shifted one way. Wait, Catholicism is part of Catholic.
Yeah.
Is part of Christianity, right?
Yeah.
It's
so
they're different, but it's the belief of
saints and angels
of Jesus. Yeah, the difference is, with Catholicism, they do believe in saints and purgatory and things like that. And they believe also, like, you gotta talk to the priest, and you gotta confess your sin to him, and then he takes it to God. But that's not biblical at all. You know, like you said, you pray and you talk to God like that. That right there, that's how God wants it. He wants a relationship.
Yeah. So I would say.
You're gonna say something?
Yeah. Nah. Well, I was going to talk upon my experience, but I'll let
Okay.
Odalis finish. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, just to add to that, to get to a point, the book has, like, there's no way somebody could have not just taken it and reworded things into beliefs that aren't real, but an alteration of the actual thing that was written down.
Yeah.
Right? That's my issue. But then again, I have been proven that, like, me personally, I could speak on myself because of these personal experiences. But I thoroughly believe in God because I've spoken to Him, and things have happened that I cannot explain. Not because of reading a book, but just genuine communication. That those random instances is too much of a coincidence to not think it's something otherworldly or a higher being, God, aka.
I want to talk about what you said about, the Bible being changed, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that the Bible was written over like different generations and time periods of men that lived in different continents that did not know each other, but pieced together the same prophecy of Jesus and Him coming?
Yeah.
Like that is astounding to me. And then look at this statistic here.
Yeah.
So you were saying the Bible contradicts itself, right? You feel like it's translated, right? Or like, only 15% of people can see that without having to dig deep into the word when you uncover it yourself. And then 4% don't live by the Bible. 7% says there's so much suffering in the world. That's their own prerogative. But these are really the base. This pie chart here is the base of people that the sum of it really, unless you dig deep into the Word of God yourself personally, because I thought that way too. Why are there so many translations? Why are there so many this? Translations are basically in the sense of like, for you to understand it in layman's terms, rather than you reading a King James version that says, "Thee art thou," and you're like, what the heck am I reading? And think about it like this. How many times have books been changed?
Yeah.
History books, biology books, and we believe it in school, things we've been taught. We take it and we run with it, right? But like the Bible, there's always people that will say something about the Bible, right? But you have these gospel. The Bible calls it the synoptic gospels, right? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And these are all men that write their own account. You, Anthony and myself, we see something going on across the street, for example. You take out your camera and you start recording. Anthony goes into that position, takes out his camera, starts recording. I go on a high skyscraper and I start recording. Guess what's going to happen when we all go back to our film and watch it over again?
We each have the same subject, but from different points of view.
Exactly.
That was a great analogy right there, by the way. like as you were saying, I'm like, yo, I see where he's going with this.
Like, think about it. You're going to see the little part where the I don't know, some people were fighting. Yeah. The guy pulled out the knife. I didn't get that view because I'm looking from a high rise. But in all, we see the end. We see that guy hurt the other guy. Yeah. We all write about it. We all see it. But you caught something that Anthony didn't catch and caught something that I couldn't see from my perspective. But it all pieces together. Okay. And we all see it as one. Yeah. See, that's why they read the Bible and they're like, dang, how come this is? That's the account of Jesus. John saw the same thing that happened to Jesus. The disciple John, he saw what happened on the cross. But, for example, Peter, he was there the whole time that it led up. But then Peter went away because people were pointing at him and like, yo, you were with Jesus. He was like, no, you were with Jesus. Nah. And he dipped off. So Peter got a visual perspective that John didn't get. And John got one that Peter didn't get. But all in all, they know the same subject, which is true, that Jesus died on the cross.
Yeah.
And science proves that. Everything proves that. And you cannot, if you want to go through the Bible yourself and you be like, okay, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Bro, the sum of the whole thing, the reason why we're called Christians and believers is that you believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins because you know that you are imperfect and you cannot be perfect and you can't fulfill every one of those 316 commandments and 10 commandments that were given specifically on the tablets. You can't fulfill all of that. You know that you are imperfect. So you put your own trust in Jesus. Yeah. So when we die, if we believe all in Jesus, and when we die, God is going to say, hey, Odalis, what did you do with the life that I gave you? I gave you precious life on this earth. What did you do with it? You can't say, oh, God, I was perfect. I did everything you asked, because you didn't. Anthony can't say that. I can't say that. None of us could say that. The only thing we could say is, I believed in Jesus Christ, the one who did, though I was supposed to die on the cross for my sins because I'm sinful and there's nothing good that's righteous in me. But Jesus did it for me, so I put my trust in Jesus. It's like we go to a party, you know the whole club, you know everybody, the bouncer, everybody. The bouncer don't know me. How you think I'm going to get in? Because I'm attached to you. You can knock at the president's door, right? Yeah. You could say, oh, I know the president. The security guard is going to be like, okay, so does millions of other people. Until the president comes out and says, Anthony, come on in. Then you're valid. Yeah. Same thing. Because we're with Jesus, that's the way that we will enter into eternal life. John chapter 14, verse 6 says, Jesus himself said it, I'm the way. Think about this, bro. This is like one of the most deepest things somebody can say. He says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. In this world that we live in, right, people are going to tell you, oh, I know the way. Oh, I know how you can get life. Oh, I know what truth is. But people have their own idea. We formulate these things. What is truth to somebody else? It may be different to another person. But Jesus says, I am the truth. That's a whole nother thing. When somebody says, they don't point you to say, I know the truth. He says, I am the truth. So you're looking for truth, Jesus. You're looking for life, Jesus. You're looking for the way, Jesus. Literally, he says, I'm the answer. Not I could find you the answer. If you look at every other religion, right, that's man-made, and I call it religion because religion is man-made, all other religions point to you to a way. Confucianism, it says, the way of life is peace. Things happen. There's a cause and an effect. Jesus says, forget all that. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Every other religion points you to a way. It points you to a life. It points you to a truth. But Jesus said, he himself as a person is all of that. It's beautiful, bro, and it's amazing. And I would say, even growing up in a Christian household, I was never into it. My parents never forced me at all. It was because I decided to open up my Bible and ignore everything else. And until I read the Bible for myself to see what it is, ain't nobody can prove me wrong to tell me that book is not from God. Yes, man have wrote it, but men were inspired by the Holy Spirit. And that's a supernatural thing that we as humans can't understand. This is when we get into the spiritual stuff too.
Wait, actually?
It's deep.
So, all right, so I was spinning into this.
Yeah.
So, I grew up in a very Catholic household, right? Mm-hmm. Like, every morning I hear my grandma praying. Every night I see my mom praying. And growing up, I used to always go to church. And then at some point, I just kind of fell out of it, right? Probably because I didn't really care for it. Like, for example, Lent, right? Lent is when you have to sacrifice something. Mm-hmm. And I gave up. Like, I used to give up like things I knew I could like survive without. So, like, so like I was like, oh, I gave up this one food that I eat like once a year. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I was really trying to find a cheat code.
So it wouldn't affect you that much.
Yeah, right. And then I just completely fell out of it. Subconsciously, I knew a piece of me was still connected with God and Jesus, but I felt out of it. In high school, I didn't do anything religious. The most religious thing I did was try out for a church basketball team, and and they said that you had to go to church, and if you went, you were allowed to go to the next tryout day. I did that back in, I think, my freshman year of high school as well. One of my friends introduced me to this youth group, and I went for the wrong reasons. I used to go to play basketball with the people after they've preached for like 2 hours. Yeah. But it was during that youth group where, one, I learned how to pray, like actually properly pray, because, and correct me if I'm wrong, to me, I see praying as a way where you can form a connection with God, and it doesn't have to be exactly a specific Bible verse, but more of a conversational thing.
Exactly,
like,
spot on.
Hey,
that's it.
What's up?
Just like us,
right?
us talking, literally. Yeah.
Right. So it taught me how to pray, and the craziest thing was the amount of people that I witnessed that caught the Holy Spirit and they fainted, like all that. There were times where I was praying with this large group at this youth group, and I felt it, but my mindset, mind you, I'm in high school. I'm like, I don't want to faint in front of all these people, right? Yeah. But seeing it happen to other people is crazy. So then I went into college. I completely disassociated with religion because I was surrounded by a lot of people who were either really against it, or some people that were very religious that were frowned upon. Yeah. I don't know. It was a very interesting situation.
Right.
And then once I graduated and felt like I could have like my own opinion, my own life in a sense, I kind of felt lost. And actually, I'm going to hype Brefo up, but he kind of did push me in like towards God by just talking about it, and then I thought, I should really become more religious. But in school, I studied physics, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to
evidence-based
to connect just science and religion. Yeah. It's very difficult.
But you know what's crazy about that? Go ahead.
Right. So like I was talking to one of my brothers about it, and he said the way he sees it, science exists to make sense of what God does.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right? And then he said, like, for example, when God said, "Let there be light," the Big Bang Theory. And at that point, I was like, psh. Like, I was like, wow.
Whoa.
I didn't think about it in that perspective.
See,
that's very interesting.
Right? I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it in that perspective until then. So then from that day on, I'm currently building a stronger relationship with God. For example, for this year for Lent, I actually gave up things that actually pushed me to become a better person. I pray not as often as I should, but and that's something that I definitely am trying to work on. But I pray maybe like once a week, twice a week, and actually the next thing that I want to get into is I actually want to read the Bible.
Yeah. Yo, I'm always here, man. I can help you guys out. But yo, it's awesome. One thing I want to say and just encourage both of you guys is just like, yo, God is not like how some religious people are. And I know you had some bad experiences with that, and a lot of people have. I completely understand that. And I feel bad, and I do sincerely apologize for people that display Jesus in that way, because it's not how he is. It's not how we should be in a Christ-like manner. But like, God is such a loving God. He'll never, pressure you or put this burden on you. If anything, he releases the burden off of you, So in times that you're like, oh, I didn't read, or dang, I didn't pray, or I didn't, spend time with God. Like, the fact that you're even thinking like that shows that God is evident in your life, because he's still trying to work in you. And we're not perfect, right? We're not perfect, and everything takes time, and God loves us, but it's a progression thing, bro. Like, I'm not where I am spiritually because, it just happened, right? I decided willingly, times that my friends were going out, I was like, yo, I want to read the Bible. And I literally, when I got saved and I got born again, bro, I spent a whole year just reading God's word and understanding his word in such a way that it spoke to my heart. And it's not easy. At times I fall. At times I mess up. At times I do things that aren't right. At times I succumb to the flesh. But all in all, I'm a child of God. You're a child of God. You're a child of God. And we're all working towards it with God's help, So that's what it is, man.
Now, something I will say, my overall quality of life has definitely gotten better. Ever since I've actually put in the effort to form a better relationship.
Yeah, right. I would say that too, man. Bro, it's been a weird, couple years. Because, all right, so, backstory. When I was in, I'd say, sophomore year of high school. After that point, I stopped reaching out to God, praying. I stopped basically doing any religious thing you could think of.
Right.
And those were probably, high school was great, but me internally, my happiness, my personal peace, the way I felt about myself, I felt like shit, bro.
Right.
I felt terrible. It's probably the worst feelings I've ever felt in my life. And this past year specifically, when I started praying consistently, building another relationship. Because again, my relationship with God when I was younger was immaculate. I used to go to church all the time, pray all the time, used to do everything. And then in high school it was just blank space. But this past year has probably been the most oddly satisfying. What my fault? Yo, hopefully the camera didn't catch that. But this past year has been the most oddly satisfying and growth-filled year I've ever had.
Let's go.
I feel happy.
I've seen the growth.
Let's go.
My relationship busting right now. Photography busting right now.
Business is booming right now.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's been the best year I've ever had. And I don't like speaking on that because I don't like telling anybody my what goes on in my life, but I can say genuinely, bro, there was a point where I was just down bad, bro. I felt terrible about myself for no reason. It's just my own thoughts killing me inside my head. And with that relationship, it helped me grow and expand myself to a place that I genuinely never thought I'd be thinking the way I do now.
Let's go.
At all.
Let's go. Listen, we're going to be right back. These guys are going to share their last thoughts. And, I hope you guys are getting a lot from this because this is a blessing to me. With everything that we talked about, this is you guys' moment. Say anything that's on your heart, anything that you want to share, anything you want to talk about.
So, something that I would love to speak about is how much can happen in a year with regards to mindset, physical, and just relationships, right? So,
hold up. You gotta clip that before and after, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that is a crazy before and after.
Yo.
Oh yeah, your progress. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so when I graduated college, right, I was very heavy. I was the heaviest I've ever been in my whole life because my senior year, I let myself go. Granted, I could give as many excuses as I could, and they'd be valid excuses that I'm not going to go into. But I let myself go. I stopped eating healthy, stopped working out. I gained, honestly, I used to never weigh myself because subconsciously, and this is the first time I'm saying this, like, I was like a little ashamed of what I'd see on that scale. Right? And then I always told myself, yo, the second I graduate, I'm going to change my whole life around. And I started working out May 31st, 2022. I'm a little over a year into this journey. I've lost, at this point, around 70 pounds.
Let's go.
And yo,
Let's go.
nah. And what's crazy is that of course the weight loss was a very big and monumental thing, but the lessons I've learned throughout the whole process is what actually keeps me pushing, because I'm a very firm believer, if there's a will, there's a way. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and trust the process. Ask anyone who knows me. Those are the things I will always say. If you're ever feeling down, if you're going through a rough patch, trust the process. Because right now, you may be in a predicament that you're not necessarily fond of, but 10 years down the road, you are going to look back at how you are right now and appreciate that you're thankful for all the challenges that you went through, because they turned you into the person that you are today.
Damn, that hit home. That hit me.
Right.
I needed that.
I definitely did.
So, like, that's why growing up, whenever anyone would ask me, oh, would you rather go back 10 years in the past or 10 years in the future? I always said future. Or honestly, just stay where I am right now, because there's nothing in the past, as heartbreaking as some things may have been, or how difficult some things may have been, that I would change, because it's those experiences that turned you into the person you are today.
Damn. That's so
There's
good.
that. Also, I just want a little round of applause. I think it's this button.
Oh, you double pressed it.
Nah, so I think when you press the first time, it turns on, then you press it again. So
It turns off.
Yeah, it turns off.
Yeah.
But a quick round of applause for my boy Brefo right here, because
God.
I'm going to speak for myself and Odalis. Both of us were nervous as fuck going into this. And Kevin did kind of carry the conversation early on, and then we opened up as we got more and more comfortable. But this man has a gift to actually make people open up, because there were things that I talked about
Had to.
that I'm like, wow, I did not think I was going to talk about that during this podcast. So a quick round of applause to this man right here.
Thank you,
Triple
God, for
press?
my gift.
Triple press? Let's go.
Thank you for the gift there.
But,
Let's go.
but overall, those are my three sayings. Also, if you believe that you don't necessarily have the strongest relationship with God, although it goes against like not my belief, but popular opinion, how some people would say, oh, it's not okay. I believe that God comes into your life when you need him the most.
Yeah. And he's always there, man.
He's always there. And he tests you in ways that you wouldn't expect. So, for example, let's say you prayed and said, oh, I want you to, hey, God, can you make me stronger? He's not just going to give you muscles. He's going to, he's going to, as David Goggins would say, make you carry those boats.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Right.
he's so not only do you become stronger physically, but you also become stronger mentally.
Shout out David.
Yo, man, I needed, it's crazy, everything that you're saying. And I'm not supposed to be talking because I want you guys to talk in this moment. But, like, I just want to say from what you said, it really spoke life into me. I really needed to hear definitely what you said about perseverance and trusting the processes. So it might sound like we hear it all the time, trust the process, but, like, God knows why I needed to hear it from you, coming from you. and in this time, in this moment, right now. So, thank you for that, bro.
I got you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That was fire.
That was really good. Odalis.
I gotta say it, man.
Oh, diddly.
Patience. Patience is your biggest enemy. Take your time. Breathe. Think of the situations in front of you. Don't think of the future. Don't think of the past. What's in front of you, it's what's ultimately what you're able to do in that situation. You can't jumpstart your life. You can't fast pace. You can't go in a fast pace to get to where you want to be. Just take your time. Be grateful, and just be kind. Kindness is key.
Big facts.
I thoroughly believe in being kind to everybody.
Yeah.
Because if you're not kind to everybody, then how are you with yourself? And how is your future? How's your future gonna look?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good.
I can't look at you.
That's good.
I can't look at you seriously and say that, bro.
That's
Nah,
solid.
bro. Honestly, I've never seen it like that.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it's true.
If you're not kind, if you're not kind to other people, you're not kind to yourself. Dang.
Really
Nah.
aren't. Like, I thoroughly believe, like, spreading kindness
Yeah.
in any shape or form. It doesn't have to be anything big. Even just like a simple hello or just the smallest compliments in the world, that's what really matters. And just, for one, your mental way of being,
Yeah.
and just creating a better life for everybody and yourself.
No.
Nah, so something I learned after I graduated college was, and this isn't even anything that I witnessed myself, and my family actually pointed it out. But there were a lot of people that were like very like upset that like, oh, we're not gonna see each other anymore. This and the fourth. A lot of people who came up to me saying, I'm happy you came into my life because like you like impacted it, and that made me realize you don't really know the impact you will have on someone's life.
That's a fact.
So, for example, right, there's this one worker who used to work in one of the dining halls back at TCNJ. Her name was Dreama. And I was always kind to her. We'd always chop it up. Great lady. Honestly, one of the kindest souls you will ever meet. And at my graduation, she cried to me. And I thought she was just upset because, oh, it's this one nice guy that she's not going to see anymore. She cried to me and gave me a gift, right? She gave me maybe like $20, $30. And she said, I know it's not much, but it's all I have. And I really appreciate you being the way you were, because I actually lost my son, and I saw all these attributes in you, and
Dang.
I'm like, whoa, I did not expect that.
Wow.
And
That's
so like
crazy.
it's really crazy
That's crazy.
how just being kind to someone can really impact their life.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
That's something else I did not think I was going to mention today.
Oh, wait, what was her name?
Dreamer.
Shout out Dreamer.
Shout out Dreamer. And man, I ain't got nothing else to say. We're gonna end off on that note.
That was
solid.
very beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's crazy.
I don't even think I've told you that story.
Nah.
Listen, guys, thank you for
Of course, brother.
being on the podcast.
Of course,
Thank
man.
you for sharing your hearts on the podcast. And hey,
Thank
listen.
you for having us.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Y'all know I want
Thank
to
you.
do this. Now listen, yo. Remember, everybody has a story to tell, whether
Yeah.
we whisper or yell. We out.